So this is me, and this is my girlfriend Maxin, and this is my Trek Checkpoint Gen 3 SL5 fully loaded, ready for adventure. So we decided to go on a bikepacking adventure together, and to choose the route, we actually looked up at the website called Gravelle Laurentides.com. Looking at that website, we saw that there was 6 routes possible, and this one piqued our interest. The name of the route? La Retraite de l'Ouest. With the bikes all packed up, we left for day 1, which was 84 kilometers, 885 meters of elevation gain. We started easy, enjoyed the scenery. The shade of the trees kept us cool, even if this July 4th, 2026 was a hot day. We saw a sign saying that a bridge is closed ahead without any safe detours. I started to worry, and we were looking on our screen to see if we could find a bypass. And then we started talking to a local rider, which explained the situation to us. She did tell us that we would face a very steep hill, and boy, was she right. 21% grade. So when I looked at it, I set myself up for the challenge, and I freaking climbed it. So we finally got the answer. Yes, the bridge is closed. No, there are no detours, but our ride doesn't pass by there. The ride was going super smooth and well until we had an issue with the rear tire on Maxin's bike. She got a puncture last week, and I guess the repair we didn't hold up. We wanted to put a plug in it, but unfortunately we both don't have any experience with it, and it didn't work. So we just threw a tube in it and kept on riding. Maxin is riding a Trek Checkpoint Gen 2 with 2 Fotondero 44 tires. After pedaling 23 kilometers, we reached a convenience store that was pretty awesome at Lac-des-Îles. You can refuel and rehydrate at that area. After that, you do not have any access to drinking water or food for the next 70 to 80 kilometers. So you have to think about that to make sure that you have access to that on your bike. Because it was a hot weekend, we drank our water pretty quickly, so we had to be careful. Once you split from Arendelle and you go ride the amazing gravels around or close to La Rivière Rouge, you're gonna find some access to the water. There are some sandbanks that you can actually just relax on and have access to the water to refresh yourself. At around kilometer 45 or 50, I hear a psh, 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 and feel sealant on my left leg while Maxin tells me I have a puncture. So there we go, first puncture. And if I try to put a dart or a plug in it, not having the experience, I think I'm gonna have a major issue. And I made a rookie mistake. I was waiting for the sealant to do its job, but that did not come quickly. We are in the middle of nowhere. There's no cell service over there. So I'm like, no worries. I'll just throw a tube in it. But you know what? Dumbass here, that'd be me, didn't bring the proper tube. My wheels are 45 millimeter deep, and the stem of my valve was only 50 millimeter long. I was losing 5 psi every 10 kilometers, so we had to maintain the pressure by adding some air here and there. Thankfully, I brought my Trek mini electric pump, which really saved the day. We had amazing views, awesome descents, and great gravel. When we got to the Parc Municipal of Boileau, the sun was fading and it was starting to be late. We threw the tent up quickly and we finally hit the pillows to get some rest at last. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You see, I clearly test tires in various conditions. That way I can give you my honest and truthful opinion and really test the tires to see how they perform. It is free for you to subscribe. It does wonders for my channel, so thank you for doing that. We woke up at around 7 a.m., had breakfast, and then we left to continue the adventure with very little water in our bottles. FYI, I wrote to the municipality to see if we could camp there for one night, and they agreed. The reason I wrote to the municipality is when I scouted the route, I could see that that point was close to the middle of the route. Also, that park has a toilet. It has a sink, so you have access to water, although it's not drinking water. Note to all, if you're looking on Google Map or you're looking around, you're gonna see that next to the park, there is a restaurant. Well, let it be known that it's not a restaurant anymore. It's a private residence. Once in Saint-Rémy-d'Amers, we refueled, rehydrated, and had a little breakfast at the convenience store. Today is a 76.5 kilometer day with 680 meters of elevation gain. We then headed back onto Le Corridor Aérobic for about 60 kilometers all the way back to Morin Heights. Beautiful scenery, awesome gravel, silky smooth roads, fantastic lakes, and loads of sun. On this adventure, I was testing the Hutchinson Caracal Race 45. This is my third big ride on them, and I'm starting to see a trend, which I'll be sharing in my review later this season. This route is 76% gravel, and that gravel is category 1 and category 2 gravel. You're not going to be hitting bigger than that, but be careful because those rocks can be sharp. That's actually where I got my puncture. Let's talk about the difficulty of this adventure. It is rated to be very difficult, but I don't think that's really true, but it'll depend on your experience. If you're used to gravel cycling, if you're a bike packer, this ride will not be very difficult. It will be hard, but that's at the most. If you have none to very little gravel cycling experience, this ride will be very difficult. That's probably where they get their rating, because they want to be sure that everybody is aware that climbing 1450, 1500 meters is going to be hard on the legs. I actually think that you could do this route in one day if you're an experienced gravel cyclist. But don't forget, you're going to have to manage your water properly. Here's what I learned during this adventure. My girlfriend is awesome. Bring proper tubes that fit in your wheels. That's a lesson for myself also. When possible, refill your water. You will never know when you're going to run out of water or when you have access to water. So make sure that as soon as you have the opportunity, you refill it and stock up. Take breaks. Bike packing is not a race. It is an adventure. Take it on the more chill side. Take the time to look at the scenery, actually observe the animals, and enjoy the outdoors. And the last lesson that I already know and put even more in practice is to enjoy the thrill of your rides.